Good morning, girls. In yesterday's class, we learned about the lines of latitudes, the heat zones. So, in today's class, we will be learning about the lines of longitudes and how the standard time will be located. How we can know, how we can read the standard time or local time. So, let us go into the lesson. Lines of longitudes. So, longitudes is the distance of any place on the earth east or west of the prime meridian measured from the center of the earth. So, suppose this is the earth, children. Here, actually, yesterday what we said is the lines of latitudes or meridians will be from the east to west. So today we will be learning about lines of longitudes, and these lines of longitudes will be coming from north to south like this. These are lines of longitudes, and it is having another name also as meridians, because these are here actually from the equator we will be telling it is the 0 degrees latitude, but here in longitudes it will be starting from the prime meridian. This is the prime meridian and this is the 0 degrees, and it is the Greenwich, London. In London it is Greenwich, a place called Greenwich, and this is called as the prime meridian. Prime meridian. So here we are having totally 180 to the east and 180 to the west. Total longitudes we are having 360 together. So from the longitude to longitude, here also it is 1 degrees. So total we are having 360 longitudes. So once see into your textbooks, ma. Prime meridians measured from the center of the earth. Lines of longitudes are called meridians. Like latitudes, longitude is also a measurement of an angle and is thus expressed in degrees east or west of the prime meridian, from the prime meridian east or towards the west. On a globe, meridians are shown as a series of semicircles that run from north to the south pole. Here see, they are looking like a semicircles from the north to the south pole. This is the north pole and this is the south pole. So from the north pole to the south pole. Then, unlike parallels, all meridians are equal in length. The distance between consecutive meridians is not constant. The lines are farthest apart of the equator and they meet at the poles. So you can see here there is so much of gap between one meridian to the other meridian, and while they are going to the poles it is becoming thinner, very thin, means very closest to the poles. The meridians which passes through the Royal Astronomical Observatory at Greenwich near London has been chosen as the 0 degree meridian or the prime meridian. I already told you, Nama, it is the Greenwich near the London, and from here they calculate as the 0 degrees meridian. There are 360 degrees of longitudes, 0 to 180. I already said you, there are total 360 and 0 to 180 to the east and another 180 from 0 to 180 on to the west of the prime meridian. The prime meridian divides the earth into eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere respectively. This is about the lines of longitudes. After this, using these lines of latitudes and longitudes, we will be knowing about the local time. Local time, standard time, time zones and Greenwich Mean Time. So, at the Earth, as the Earth rotates from the west to east, the direct rays of the sun falls on each meridian one by one. So, here suppose this is the sun and it falls directly on the meridians. These are the meridians. It falls directly on the meridians. Okay. All places that lie on a meridian have the same time. So, when the rays falls on this meridian, when the lines of this meridian, the time will be same. The time when the sun is directly over a meridian is midday or noon at that meridian. So when it is falling directly on the meridian, it is the midday or it is a noon, afternoon. This is known as a local time. So when it is falling directly and all the meridians having at the same time, they all have the same time, that is a local time, and it is called as a local time. The local time is the same for all the places lying on the meridian. It is the local time will be same. When the sun rays is falling on the meridians directly, all the places which are on the meridians have the same time. And the earth takes 24 hours to complete a rotation. Already in the previous classes you learned, children. So how much time it takes? It takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. That means it takes 24 hours to turn 360 degrees. I told you total how many we are having? Longitudes, 360 longitudes we are having. So total it takes 24 hours to complete this 360 degrees. It thus takes 4 minutes for the earth to turn 1 degree. From 1 to another degree it takes 4 minutes. It takes 4 minutes, and for the earth to turn 1 degree, and 16 minutes or an hour to turn 15 degrees, like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that 15 degrees it takes 1 hour or it takes 60 minutes. 4 minutes between every succeeding meridian and a difference of 1 hour between every 15 degrees of longitudes. From every 15 degrees of longitudes it takes 1 hour. So why it takes 1 hour, sir, children? See, sometimes we say that in foreign countries, means those people who are living in the foreign countries, their time is different from us. Suppose they say for us it is daytime, then it will be night for them. Or if it is a night day for them, we will be having the night. Why this all happens? Because of these longitudes and the rays of the sun, the time difference will be there for us and for them. So let us see. If all places followed their own local time, the change in time from one meridian to the next would create a lot of confusion, especially in countries with a large longitudinal extent, where it is large. See, from here to here it became little less, but here it is long. So those countries which is having the longest extents, to deal with this problem, every country has a standard time. This is the local time of the meridian passing midway through the country. In India, the local time of that is 82.5 degrees east meridian is adopted as the standard time. It is the Indian Standard Time or IST, Indian Standard Time, for the whole country. This meridian, which passes through the Mirzapur near Allahabad, more or less divides India into two halves. How many? India divides into two halves. A region that uses the same standard time forms a time zone. So here we will be having railway time, or like that we will be following that as a standard time. So that is as a time zone. there are 24 time zones in the world, separated from each other by 15 degrees or an hour. So from they are having totally how many? 24 time zones we are having. Each separates from each other. It is separating from each other for 15 degrees each. Large countries with vast longitudinal extent like the USA, Canada and Russia have more than one time zone. So which is having the long extension, they have only one time zone. Both Canada and USA have 5 time zones. Canada and USA both will be having 5 time zones. Just like different local times can cause confusion within the same country, the various time zones around the world can cause inconvenience in international dealings. Internationally it will have little changes. As I told you earlier, that if it is a day here, in foreign countries it is a night, and if it is night day for them, here it will become night. So lot of confusion will be happening by this time. To solve this issue, the local time of the prime meridian is used as an international standard time. Since the prime meridian passes through Greenwich, this prime meridian passes through Greenwich, its time is known as Greenwich Mean Time. GMT means Greenwich Mean Time. So IST is means Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. Means Greenwich Mean Time, our Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours more ahead from this Greenwich Mean Time. So this is about the Greenwich time. Now how to calculate the time using these lines of longitudes? Since the earth rotates from west to east for every 15 degrees movement eastward from the prime meridian eastward, and the local time is ahead of Greenwich Mean Time by an hour. Means 1 hour difference will be having. This is because places east of the Greenwich see the sun earlier, whereas places west of Greenwich see the sun later. Means this is the Greenwich. Towards the east, the sun falls earlier. So it faces the sun early in the morning. But here it takes time for the sun to reach. That's why this east will be seeing the sun earlier, and west of the Greenwich see the sun later. For example, if the time of Greenwich is 5 p.m. means the time in the Greenwich is 5 p.m. then the time at the 15 degrees east meridian, means from here 15 degrees east meridian would be 6 p.m. means there is a 1 hour gap. 1 hour for every 15 degrees we will be having 1 hour difference. So it is here if it is 5 in Greenwich, after 15 degrees of meridians the time will be 6 p.m. and the time at the 15 degrees west longitude would be 4 p.m. Here it is 5. If we go towards 15 degrees east, it is 6 p.m. from the Greenwich. And from the Greenwich, if we go towards the west 15 degrees, then it will be 4 p.m. Means if we go towards the east, it increases 1 hour, and if it is going towards the west, it decreases by 1 hour. Thus, it is possible to find out the time of any place if we know its longitudes and GMT means Greenwich Mean Time. We merely have to add or subtract the difference in the number of hours from the given longitudes. Means from the first we have to know the longitudes, means it is towards the east or towards the west, and towards how many degrees it is towards the east and how many degrees towards the west. Then we can clearly tell the time. whether we have to add it or whether we have to subtract 1 hour. We will be knowing only if we know the correct longitudes of the meridians. If the time in Mumbai 73 degrees east is 10 am, 73 degrees east is 10 am, then what will be the time at Tokyo and at New York? Let us find out. So, for this sum in the textbook in page number 108, you got the clear explanation of this calculation of the time here in the boxes given below. Afterwards, you can see them clearly, okay, and read them clearly and try to understand them. Next, let us know about the international dateline. International dateline. Time, as we have seen, changes by 1 hour for every 15 degrees of longitudes. I already told, from here 15 degrees longitude, there is a time gap between 1 hour. This makes it very confusing for international travelers. Those who are traveling for the international, for them it is a very big confusion for them. Especially if they are crossing several time zones. I told you these are zones, and several time zones when they are crossing, they will have so much of confusion of the time. To make things easier, the 180 degrees meridian was chosen as the point from where each day is said to actually start on the earth. On the earth, according to these longitudes, whether it is Greenwich east or Greenwich west, we have to know clearly and see the time zones, and then we can know the exact time on the earth. It is also the place where one calendar day changes to the next. I already said 1 hour gap. Because see, if it is towards the east, 1 hour increases, towards the west 1 hour it decreases, isn't it? Then there is thus a difference of 1 day on either side of this imaginary line. This is imaginary line, Greenwich mean time. This is imaginary line, and there is a 1 day difference, that's east and towards the west. For example, if it is 20th May on the eastern side of the 180 degrees meridian, it will be 19 May on the western side of the meridian. This line is known as the international date line. Okay, children? Excuse me, ma. Here, this is about the international date line. So, a traveler crossing the line from the east to west, gains a day, while one crossing it from the west to east loses a day. I told you no before? Okay. Now let us see about the earth grid. Before in yesterday's class, I already explained you about the grid. Grid is nothing but, children, here, suppose this is your earth and this is your equator. These are latitudes and these are longitudes. So, this net is known as the grid. What it is? It is known as the grid. Lines of latitudes and lines of longitudes together from this grid. Why this grid is used? Because they can just say, here it is in this point. We have to find out whether this is a country or a place or a state or ocean or anything. From here they will be calculating which latitude it is and which longitude it is passing. This point they will calculate and they will tell the exact location of the place. So see in your textbook, children, The parallels and meridians intersect each other at right angles. See, you can see these are right angles, isn't it? Right angles. Intersect at right angles. The point where the intersect are known as coordinates. Coordinates. Coordinates give the exact location of a place. For example, London is located at the point where the 51.5 degrees north latitude and the 0.05 degrees west longitude meet. So, 51.5 degrees north latitude and 0.05 degrees west longitude are the coordinates of London. Here, these are latitudes, these are longitudes. Here they say as 51. Suppose these lines 51.5 and these longitudes 0.5, like that. Where they meet together, that places are London. The network that is created through the crisscrossing of the parallels and meridians is known as the Earth grid. Okay children, this is the lesson. Once you, after completing this month, you have to try to complete reading the textbook. The difficult words which are there in the textbook, try to read them and try to write them in the form of a dictation so that you will not get any confusion when you are reading the lesson. Afterwards, then see the textbook. In the textbook you are having the textual exercises. So let us see the textual exercises once. Choose the correct answers. The imaginary line running around the middle of the earth. The imaginary line running around the middle of the earth, dividing it into the northern and southern hemisphere, is the equator. The torrid zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Third one, the time difference between Greenwich Mean Time and Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours. The time taken by the Earth to turn through 1 degree of longitude is 4 minutes. When a person crosses the international date line from west to east, they lose a day. Okay, ma? Then false. The axis of the globe is tilted at an angle of 43.5 degrees. It is false. Second one, lines of latitudes are parallel to the equator. True. All parallels are of the same length. False. Next one, the temperate zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole. False. Next one, a country can have more than one time zone. True. Yes, ma. So, after completing your textual exercises, also try to read the textbook full, means the lesson full, and try to complete your textual exercises. Try to read the textual exercises also, ma. I will be sending you the notes for this lesson. After completing the geography first lesson, try to complete the notes of the second lesson. And many of you got the doubt whether you have to write in the history book only. I am saying you children, for history and civics you have to maintain one notes, and for geography you have to maintain a separate book. And many of you got the doubt which book. For geography you have to keep 200 pages long single rule one side rule book, means one side white papers, one side single rule. It is a long notes mark. Okay, and don't get confusion in the notes. For geography you maintain one book, and for history and civics you maintain another book. And I will be sending you the notes of this second lesson also. You try to complete the notes and read the second lesson also. First lesson and second lesson. And for first lesson I have already given some pictures to draw or to paste. And I will be giving for the second lesson also like this only, children. You have to draw them on the white papers which is at the side of your book. Okay, in the second lesson only, one side notes, one side the related diagram should be present there. Okay children, thank you.